The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. I am so glad to have you and to see you again. For those of you who are brand new, you've never come to my podcast before, this is Dr. Verna's Virtues. I'm Dr. Verna Cornelia Price. Thank you so much for joining me. Please listen in, subscribe, tell your friends and family to do the same. And for those of you who are my regulars, great to see you again. Thanks for coming back. So I was just in a meeting not too very long ago, and I heard myself saying these three words. And the words were, close the deal. Close the deal. And so I was thinking about that, like, what exactly does that mean? So I'm going to give you 5 ways to close the deal. 5 ways to close the deal and to make sure that whatever you're working on right now, because you know what? So many of us start so many things, and it's fun to start things. Why? Because when you start something new, you have new energy, you have new ideas, you're being innovative. It's easy and fun to start. Closing the deal takes a whole other level, right? So we're going to talk about how to close the deal. But before we start, let's go ahead and just start with our personal power affirmation. My power is, and for those of you who are brand new, we do affirmations as I start my podcast, and also as I finish, we'll do an affirmation. Why? Because I want to help you rewire how you think about yourself, how you think about your life, and how you think about what it is that you want to be and who it is that you want to be. Okay? So my affirmation is, this is called the personal power affirmation. My power is my ability to think a new positive thought, see a new positive vision, speak new positive words, write new positive goals, and do something new and positive with my life by taking a new positive action step. In other words, you're going to take that action step to get your life going. So close the deal. And this can be in anything, whether it is a project, whether it is a book, whether it is a business deal, whether it is a conversation with your children, whether it is a business partner conversation, whatever it is, to close the deal. And what does that mean? You're working on something. You want to make sure that you're finishing whatever that is. And you want to make sure you close that deal. So the first way to close the deal, the first, where do you start? Is that you have to make sure that you are clear about the purpose. Whatever you're working on, whether it is your family and your business, whether it is your job, whatever it is that you're working on, be sure that you are clear about the purpose. In other words, why are you working on that thing? Why this project? Why? Because you know what? We only have so much time. We only have so much energy. We only have so many resources. So why are you using your time, your energy, and your resources to work on that particular project, to work on that particular deal? So be clear, clarify the purpose. If you cannot be clear and understand why you're doing what you're doing, then the easiest way for you to close the deal is to stop the deal. Just stop it. Stop working on it. Stop putting energy toward it. It is because you're not clear about the purpose. And so what's going to happen is that if you keep on kind of working on it, you'll just go in circles. You'll not ever get anything done, and you will not close that deal. The second thing to closing the deal is that you have to be clear about a plan. Do you have a plan to close that deal? Do you know what you're going to be doing? Do you know who you're going to be talking to? Do you know how you're going to go about that? Put the plan in place. Now you may say, but Dr. Verna, everything doesn't always work out the way it's supposed to. No, it doesn't, right? Things will happen because we live in an imperfect world and we are imperfect people. So there's no perfection. So get over that, right? Get over being perfect. You're not perfect, and neither is anybody who you work with. Neither is your family, your spouse, your children. Nobody is perfect. So just get over that. And just know, but you can have a plan. And to get to closing the deal, you've got to work your plan. First of all, be clear about what the plan is, and then you work that plan. Now, who puts the plan in place? You do. You get to close. It's your deal. You get to close it. So if I say to you, so you're working on this, how are you going to do it? And you can't tell me how you're going to do it, then you know what? Maybe you're working on the wrong deal, because you should have some idea of how you want to get done, whatever it is you want to get done. And it may not always work out the way that you put it down on paper, but hey, guess what? You did put it out on paper. It's a great start. And because you put it on paper, did you hear what I said? Write the plan on paper. Write it. Today I'm going to do this. Next I'm going to do that. Next time I do that, let me tell you, I have a journal, right? And in my journal, it's like every day I write everything I'm doing. Literally, if you want to know what was Dr. Verna doing in 2015 on October 16th, go to one of my journals. You'll find it. You'll find who I was talking to, what I was talking about. You'll find what my ideas were. You'll find what I was working on. Why? Because you write the plan. Write the plan. Number 3. Be clear about the people connected to the deal. Be very clear. And I cannot stress this enough. Very clear. You all know, and I'll reach over here and get my book, right? You all know, and for those of you who are brand new, you don't know, I am the author of The Power of People, 4 Kinds of People Who Can Change Your Life. This is my seminal work. This is the work that anchors everything that I do in my professional work. And those 4 kinds of people are adders, subtractors, multipliers, and dividers. Be clear about who the people are that's connected to your deal. If those people are adders and multipliers, you will be able to close that deal. If those people are dividers and subtractors, you will never close that deal. As a matter of fact, trying to close the deal might actually end up being harmful to your career and or to your personal self. Why is that? Because you're not clear about who the people are. Get clear about the people who are around you, clear about the people who are part of that deal. And if you ever have, and I was just telling this to someone, if you have to question, if you can't say yes to a person, then it's probably a no. If you don't know if you trust a person, then you probably don't. So get really clear. If you're not sure if a person is a adder, then they'll probably be a subtractor. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Get clear about who the people are. So you're being clear about your purpose, clear about your plan, clear about your people. 2 more P's. You're going to get clear about your pathway. What is that pathway? How do you want to kind of move this deal? Do you want to move it over here to go and accomplish this? Do you want to move that deal over here? Kind of like, how are you going to go about doing that? Your pathway is connected to your plan, right? Your plan is exactly, what am I going to do? And that pathway is, how exactly am I going to accomplish this? How am I going to move this deal to get it done so that I know, so when it's all said and done, that I have finished that thing. I have closed the deal. And the last P that you want to have is you have to have clear productivity. You will not close the deal without work. Deals don't close by themselves. You have to make sure that all the pieces are in place, all the people are in place, the purpose is clear, that your plan is a solid plan, that you have the pathway that you're going to pursue with that deal. You have to be clear about your productivity and get busy being productive to get your deal closed. I don't know what your deal is. I've got a few deals that I'm working on that I have got to get closed. So I'm talking to you just like I'm talking to me, because it's time to close the deal. Clear purpose, clear plan, clear people, clear pathway, and clear productivity. I hope this was helpful. Get all of my books. And my newest one is Power Lessons for Life. The Change Your Life in 30-Day book is an awesome book. I recommend any and all of my books to you. They're going to be helpful. Let's go ahead and finish up with the affirmation. And I'll do the change your affirmation. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because it was given to me. Do you know your life is yours? It's not your mama's. It's not your parents. It's not your uncles, your aunties, your boss. It's your life. And you get to change it if you want to, right? So what I want you to do is make a decision to change your life and close the deal. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You've heard about the new COVID-19 vaccine that's just arriving in our community. Now's the time to make your plans to get yours. If you have health insurance, it's likely you can get it at no cost to you because most plans will cover this COVID-19 vaccine. Check with your health insurance provider to be sure. What if you don't have health insurance? Or what if your plan doesn't cover the cost? There are free vaccines that are available. You can find them at certain local health centers, at local or tribal health departments, and at some pharmacies. Go to vaccines.gov to find participating pharmacies. And the Minnesota Vaccines for Children program covers eligible kids and makes vaccines accessible to them. Check with your doctor or trusted healthcare provider to find out more. Today is a real roller coaster ride. Up. And sometimes down even lower. An organization called Treehouse is giving Minnesota teens the support they need to build resiliency. Treehouse is a faith-based nonprofit that offers teens a safe space to share their troubles and learn healthy coping skills with peers and caring adults. Right now, Treehouse needs more volunteers. Do you have a passion to help teens? And would you like to share your wisdom with a middle or high school student who's feeling hopeless? Then sign up to volunteer with Treehouse groups meeting in Bloomington, Brooklyn Park, Plymouth, Minnetonka, and Eagan. Adult volunteers are needed as mentors, drivers, support group assistants, program assistants, and to help prepare hot meals. Lift up teens in our community and help them find hope and joy by volunteering with Treehouse. Learn more and sign up at treehousehope.org. Click on the Get Involved tab at the top of the page. That's treehousehope.org. The teens can't wait to meet you.
We are Treehouse!
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.